So recently I participated in a Mario Kart 64 tournament and won. See, before I start the story, I'm more of a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe player, as I have at least 20,000 points on my VR, or whatever it's called. But anyway, today I want to tell you the story of how an MK8 Deluxe player won a Mario Kart 64 tournament at a recent con. So when I got to the event, there was like this Mario Kart 64 qualifier for an upcoming tournament at the Pittsburgh Gaming Expo. So I signed up for it and started to do my qualifying rounds. The qualifying round was Mushroom Cup. You see, I didn't really care about like tier lists for like Mario Kart 8 or Mario Kart 64 because I would normally play with my main character. Because Shy Guy wasn't in Mario Kart 64, I played another character. So the character I usually play is Wario.
Wario!
So I wanted to do the tracks one by one. So I started with Luigi Raceway, and I was already familiar with the track thanks to Mario Kart 7, as well as Calamari Desert and Koopa Beach, by the way. So let's get that out of the way. But there was like hardly on that track. It's like very simple, but it's like very hard to. There's like hardly anything to shortcut off. So I just used my mushrooms at random places within the laps, and I got like a sub 2-minute time, I believe. When it comes to Moo Moo Farm, I got at least a 1:32 time, I believe. But like Luigi Raceway, that track doesn't really have any shortcuts. So when it came to Koopa Beach, I managed to get the shortcut on two of the 3 laps because I messed up on the 3rd, and I got a time of 1:54 something. And I thought like someone was gonna beat that time, but apparently someone didn't beat that time. So I was kind of surprised. But when Calamari Desert showed up, I accidentally used my 2 mushrooms on the 2nd lap, so I didn't have any mushrooms on the 3rd. So, but I still got the #1 seed of the qualifying round, so I was looking pretty safe on that one. So when it comes to Flower Cup, that was the quarterfinals. I was with 2 other guys with the quarterfinalists. There were like 14 of us in that tournament. There were supposed to be 16, but 2 of them didn't show up. So the first track was Toad's Turnpike, and I was familiar with Toad's Turnpike. That was on the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, so because I hardly played the 64. And yet, I suddenly remembered that like you have to like squeeze through the cars and trucks like they're like in a tight squeeze, because if you don't, you'll just get hit. I didn't know the shortcut that's like halfway through, and nor did I for the Frappe Snowland and many other tracks as well, but I still won the race. Frappe Snowland was normal, as I won that one too. Choco Mountain, that was a walk in the park, but some of the guys fell off the hill, and I remember one guy getting hit by one of the boulders. And then Mario Raceway was pretty standard. I think I won that race too. So I won the quarterfinal round. Now I think there was one round that went to sudden death, and the way sudden death worked was, if there was like a tie to like pass the round, they would play on a battle course, mainly Skyscraper, and whoever wins that battle tournament, that battle mode moves on. Star Cup was a little more challenging than Flower Cup. See, the first track was Wario Stadium, which is also in Mario Kart World, which like 2/3 of the track are pretty much gone, or a third. I do admit that like I messed up a couple times and I got 2nd place, but I didn't want to try the shortcut that skips like half the track, because I thought it was a little too risky at the time. And I was on like the 3rd lap when I got that mushroom. I decided not to use it. And then Sherbet Land, that proved to be a little more of a challenge. I still got 2nd though. I got hit by a penguin. May have fell down may have fell into the frozen water. And at some points I was kind of like, how did I miss the item box? So I didn't even bother to drift on Sherbet Land. And then Royal Raceway, I won that race because I played it slow and not used my drift. Because like if I watched somebody use the drift and they just fell into the water. And the one guy who was like a top seed, like he was like not doing so well on Royal Raceway, so he just basically gave up. He just took the 4th place in that round, and he was looking pretty standard because I believe he won the last 2 races in that round. But N64 Bowser's Castle, that track also didn't have any shortcuts, so it was just there. I fell into the lava like once or twice. I was really stuck on the thwomps because I was more used to the thwomps in Mario Kart Wii. But in the end, me and the other top guy moved on to the finals. And in the finals, we played Special Cup. It was like the last cup in the game. The first track was DK Jungle Parkway, and like on the first lap, I forgot you needed a mushroom to get that final turn, which was kind of like a blunder for me. But in the end, I got 2nd place. Yoshi Valley, like things were going haywire. Like pretty much everybody fell off the track at least once. I know I did in the 2nd or 3rd lap, and I even had problems with and all of us had problems with the giant shell. But yet I still like got 2nd place. I forgot who came first. It was definitely not that top guy. Banshee Boardwalk was a little hectic because almost all of us fell into the water. So when I was in the lead, I played it slow and got 1st place. And at Rainbow Road, it took that track takes like 5 to 7 minutes to complete. I was able to do the moon jump, which is like I know it's like a technique in Mario Kart Wii, but that's what I call it in MK64. And I didn't try that trick where it's like you skip a 1/3 of the track because I think you need a mushroom for that. But in the end, I won the tournament and received a prize of like Hot Wheels cars. Yeah, I'll just display them in my room for a bit. But anyway, that is the story of how I won a Mario Kart 64 tournament at a recent con.